Yo. How we doing today? Let me double check my audio is coming through what I needed to. It is perfect. This is the best and worst show here on Best Ball Nation. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. I haven't actually gotten anything ready yet. I literally got laid in bed. I just put down the boy. Well, I guess I have two boys now. I laid down the little one and finally got him down. AKA I give him off to the wife to make sure he's fed for the sleep through the night, and got the other kids to bed. Popped on the show. I was watching the first episode of The Sandman on Netflix. It's weird so far. Didn't finish it. I'm gonna watch it, see what happens. Also started the show with the Sunny of every Deadass. Yo. The lady from everybody loves Raymond. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I started the female detective show that she's on ABC. What am I doing here? I am new tab DraftKings. Data, send me your highest and lowest teams if you can. So I don't have to look at just my stuff. I forgot to look at last week the highest scoring team that I'm facing. Well, that fan might need to turn on. I didn't realize how hard it was with this sweatshirt on. The boy just got into coupon codes found. Do what? All right. Oh, yeah. And your boy's in first place in MLB baseball. Why? I don't know. Why am I in first place? Nobody knows but Jesus. All right, let me pull up. So dumb that I'm in first place. I thought that would be the biggest side of this. It's just gonna take me a minute. Dun. Okay. Highest scores in the play action. Second highest is in. Man, we don't have another maker to the fourth team. Yeah, we took a little bit of a hit last week with neighbors going down. That was 12% of my lineups. Highest place third team, not mini camp. High milli maker 604. All right, so opponents high score. Bada bing, bada boom. 705. I'm pretty close. Not Millie Maker, but somebody in the Run Pure Sports Discord says he has a 714. So that's pretty cool. 401. That means I'm averaging 100 points a week. I am excited to see that team and also see how it's not in last place. Okay, and then can we access underdog? Let's pull up. I got kicked out of. Not kicked out. I did not advance my one eliminator team through underdog. Ugh, that's too code. Dot. Click it. Do not hit enter. Live. Best ball. It's not great, but it's not the worst. Okay. So we got that. We got best ball. Did not put my bets down. The milli, right? Yeah, anything you want. It's cooked, I think, but I'll send it. Yeah, mine's pretty cooked too, which is kind of funny. Like my highest scoring team so far is it's cooked. But like it still might advance. So yeah, I know we're only 4 weeks in, but it's like unless it's the quarterback, where you kind of need points, like your other players might be able to squeak it through if it's like outscoring by like 100 or so. Like I have one that's outscoring by 130 over third place. So I'm like, well, it may not advance. Maybe it will. It only has 10 weeks left. You never know. Everybody's got to have battling buys starting this week. Alrighty. And did I not? I lost all the money on Monday. I didn't lose all the money. I lost half my money. I played on back on Monday, and I lost it. And then I played the fights on Tuesday. I was like, I got the first two right, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll pick everything and put it on this KO happening in this fight. The KO happened the other way, and I lost it. Topanga team is bad. Let me pull up the X as well. The X, Twitter, x.com. Perfect. I went back to the free version of StreamYard because why not? You know what I'm saying? I ain't paying for all that. So I can only stream to YouTube. So if you're on the Twitch and you see this later, I will no longer be streaming to Twitch until next year. Because financially, what am I paying for? Why does it normally it puts the images all the way to the right. They're all the way in the middle. They put it all the way to the left. I don't know how exactly I'm going to look at this, but we'll figure it out. 656. You didn't max it either, so that's pretty good. I think mine's 6. We'll see it in a little bit here. 6 something though. Definitely did hit the 700s, except for my one play action team. Share screen. We're going to this one first. All right, and it's going to put me off to the side, so I'm going to come back and fix that. Don't know why it does this, but it does. There we go. Can I be big? I want to be big, but I want to be. No, I want to be. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Get me out of here. Where's my triple? I want to be. There we go. Edit screen. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Save. Update layout. There we go. There we go. There we go. Just for this one, then we'll go back to the other side. After that, Topanga. All right, let's see here. Go to Dennis's photo. Dennis has a Jordan Love, go figure, Devin A. Chain, Breece Hall, Puka Nakua, Mecca Ibuka, Roma Dunze. So you got the absolute stud picks at the wide receiver position. Like you nailed that to a T. And then you got a solid running back core with J.K. Dobbins finally hitting the first 100-yard rusher in a while. That's awesome. Baker Mayfield to go with Ibuka, so that's awesome. Rolling with Caleb. So you've got the single stack quarterbacks you want to have with that team. And then you got Kyron and Puka. So if it's a different game script, you have what's probably popping off for the Rams. Tyler Algier, if anything happens to Bijan, you have a top 5 running back. Schultz is decent. Juwan Johnson has been good this year so far. J-Mo, man, his stat line could be so much better so far. He could easily be like the number 1 wide receiver, without a doubt. Like could be, but just a few drops here and there. It's definitely hampered him. Definitely could easily be a bounce back player the second quarter of the season and beyond. I hope not, because I didn't draft that much of him. He was in the range of where people I liked were going. Luther Burden had a breakout game a couple of games ago. Hoping to see more of that personally, as he is my highest owned player in the pre-draft. which I realized that me and Ben Johnson like the same players. I love Colson Loveland. I loved Luther Burden. I loved Amon-Ra St. Brown. I was pretty big into JMO. I just didn't like the price. The second year, or it was the second year, one of the years. I think it was I don't remember which year it was. And then this year, it was a weird spot for him. I liked him, but it's just a weird spot. And then I was pretty into Gibbs. And then Jalen McMillions, he's going to come back eventually. And with all these weird random injuries, like he could come back and be the dominant figure that he kind of was towards the end of the season. That'd be good. Jack Beesh, Jalen Coker, who's coming back in the next couple weeks. Jarquez Hunter. Well, that guy's kind of, everybody's got it done. 20 rounds, you're not going to pick 20 for 20. Though good process, what I'm saying? Like, you could easily have, you have the backup potentially. Still, honestly, for Kyron. Or even for Blake Corum, who broke his arm last year, the last game. He could do that again. Hopefully not, but he could. That is a awesome team. Not surprised it's in first or wherever you are. It does not surprise me. 168. That's a solid. See, what I always preach, what I always try to say is you want to aim for 150 to 150 plus, because if you hit that number, you're probably going to be doing just fine. And another year like this, it's like really pushing me towards just doing heavy RB starts, man. Like 2 out of the first 3 picks. It doesn't have to be the first round pick, though I think almost all of them are doing pretty good this year. So, I don't know. So we'll look at share this tab, exit out of this. I don't back to it. I have Twitter still up if you want to share anything else. You say your worst too? Okay. Hold on. 437 is your worst. All right. Share this tab instead. Click on it. All right. 117 posted this week. And yeah, you're not even the last. Nice. CJ Stroud, Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh boy, Ray Davis. I have a couple teams like this. Ray Davis, Drake London, Jordan Addison, Xavier Worthy, Hunter Henry. This is not even that bad. JMO. Okay. But that's when he's hitting your starting roster that week. It's not great. Bryce Young, Christian Kirk, Terry McLaurin. Oh boy. Oh no. Najee Harris, Aaron Jones, Jaden Reed, JJ McCarthy. You got hit by the injury bug like crazy on this one. Pat Fryermuth, JT Sanders, Marshawn Lloyd, Roschon Johnson, Tesla. Oof. Yeah, the injury bug devoured this team. Started on the injury list. Second week injury list, out for the season, out for 4 weeks, out for God knows who long, out for like 5 weeks, 6 weeks. Got put in a dumpster when Johnny got there. Hurt, question mark, and upside just hasn't done enough yet. But your starting roster is really honestly not that bad. If you could get any points from an RB2, I wouldn't be surprised if you ended up cashing this one back in. Because Addison's going to be good. Worthy showed like he's got top tier potential again. And if you can get some play, from these guys, you should be good there. Yeah, you just really need some points from your RB2. And they said that they're going to try to get him more work. So I'm not counting this team out. I'm not saying it's gonna advance, but it could have some fun towards the end of the season. It could. If he comes back and does anything, Aaron Jones does something. I'm not hating this team, that's for sure. It definitely got attacked by the injury bug though. Okay, so let's put my camera back on the other side. Bada bing. Boom. Save. Update layout. Then go to Underdog. Share this tab instead. Close that one. 437. It's not too shabby. All things considered. So Underdog, there we are. Big board qualifiers. I got 5 advancing. Nothing crazy. I haven't looked at any of these, to be honest with you. So got one in first. So let's check out the one in first here. Herbert, McCarthy, Stafford, McCaffrey, Brown, Kyron, Jalen Wright, DJ Giddens, Chubb, Brashard Smith. Oof. What an ugly, fugly room. It has some good pieces. These guys. Ugly. Quarterback room, meh. It's okay. It's not bad. There's the reason why it's in first. But okay. Puka, Giorgio Pickens, Chris Godwin. That's nice. Pittman, Quentin Johnson, Christian Kirk, A.D. Mitchell, Pat Bryant. Pat Bryant has done nothing. Come on, guys. Give him some work. T.J. Hawkinson, Mark Andrews. I kind of like this. I don't think it's going to win anything, but it could advance. We'll take the cash back. A lot of 12th places there. 12th. I don't think I have any. I don't know if I have any 12ths. I didn't have any 12ths in my BBMs, I don't think, last week. Now the first place. Kyler, Young, Bryce Young, Sanders, Shador. Come on, man. Get your start. Bajan, Bucky. Oh, boy. James Carter. Oh, no. Okay, we got Scatabo. Though. Rome, DK Metcalf, Luther Burden, Quentin Johnson, Alec Pierce, Jaden Higgins, Troy, Malik Washington, Gabe Davis. Okay, it's got some hope. Obviously, Jalen Polk's on he's on IR, isn't he? I thought he was out for the year. Yeah, okay. Till next season at the earliest. So first, it's got a 60-point lead, so we'll take it because Bijan's about to be on a bye. So back to my drafts. And you have a 4 out of my 19. Let's take a look at the 2 in first. Let's see if I have a 12th. I don't have any 12s. I have 2 11s. And remember, I hate drafted over here. Like, I did not pick the players I liked. There's a lot of players I don't like. So I did not expand my lead this week. In fact, I got crept up on by quite a bit on both of my opponents here. Only putting up a 128. We have Mahomes, Goff, Herbert, all playing, all healthy. Thank goodness. Gibbs, Bucky, Herb, boy. Kyron, oh no, Najee, Dameon Pierce. What a letdown. Dameon Pierce. Okay, Xavier Worthy is back. Mecca Ibuka. Okay, so the top 2 receivers are studs. Keenan Allen coming back was nice. Not coming back, but like playing for the Chargers is nice. Torrey Harton with that big game the other week. Booty with that big game the other week too. Yeah, it's definitely missing a third wide receiver. It's a consistent third wide receiver. I guess I put up a lot of that on Jaden Higgins here, but to no avail. Sam Laporta, Hunter Henry. That's nice. I like the number 1 tight end with getting points from somebody else is nice. We like it. It's not bad. It's not bad. And then Kyler Herbert Ward. We have a size, but we have a nice little 76-point lead for this one. Kyler, Herbert, and Cam Ward. Got nothing out of Cam so far, but we've had a pretty good season out of Justin. And so Bucky is potentially not going to play this week. Bajan not playing this week. So it's all coming down to good old Woody Marks and maybe a couple carries out of DJ Giddens. That's not a great feeling. DK Metcalf, solid last week. Zay Flowers had a solid performance week 1 or week 2. I don't remember anymore. Jordan Addison coming back is nice. Debo. Oh, DK's on bye this week. Debo. Michael Pittman and Quentin Johnson, Tyler Lockett, Alec Mayonnaise. Oh, double stud tight end. McBride and Warren. You'll love to see it. Yeah, so we might drop out of first place. We might, because we have a 50-point lead over second place and 52-point lead over third place. We should be good. Should be. We'll see. No, let's not look at any more of those. Let's see here. Schnauzer. It's not even in first. Loser. Marathon. Let's check out the marathon. It's in first place, which means absolutely nothing. I wonder if is it cashing 508? How are you supposed to check the leaderboards? Am I close? Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it? I don't think we're gonna make it. What was? I forgot what ours was. Oh, I see it. We're tied for $6,656. $30. It's a JJ, Drake May, Bo Nix, Keaton Mitchell, Blake Corum, Shad White, Najee, Chase Brown, Bijan Robinson, Wandale, Quentin Johnson, Marvin Mims, Ricky Pearsall, Jordan Addison, George Pickens, and Devontae Smith. Quentin Johnson wasn't drafted on every team. That's interesting. And idiots that 2 drafts probably that it's on there. Jatavian Sanders. And so what do I have that's not drafted? Blake Corum. It's my lowest drafted player. Probably has no shot, but what's 6,000? So, we're getting close to the $40 mark. That big old score we had last week. Hope I got onto the different page. Let's see here. Sprint. Not advancing. Close. It was a Darnold or a Joe Burrow team where I sniped. That was where I made that tweet. I'm going to take Joe Burrow every time at the 10 right before the one drafter. I don't care what you think. I don't care what anybody thinks. Okay, we got number 1 team here. Puppy, but super flex. Put up 127 points. Not good enough to hold back everybody if it came down to it, but it's keeping me above everybody else. Justin Fields, Drake May, Jalen Milroe, JT, Breece Hall, Aaron Jones, Ramondre, Keaton, and Blake. Solid. Jamar Chase, DK Metcalf, Roma Dunze, Josh Downs, Cooper Kupp, Luther Burden, Alec Pierce, De'Ami Brown, Kittle, Hunter Henry, and Ben Sinnott. So George had a decent first game. Hunter Henry's had a couple good games after that. Ben Sinnott has not been introduced to the league yet, but once he is, he could dominate. This is a solid team. Yeah, I can see it advancing and losing in the first round or whatever. Beating them by 30 points, which means just about diddly squat. We looked at that one. We looked at that one. Does it show me which ones teams that have named money? I guess not. Oof. So, okay, show me the first couple picks. So, Barkley, Irving, Jacobs. That sounds like it still has a shot, even if Irving doesn't play. Yeah. Oh, Ricky Pearsall's out. No. That's not good. That's not good. All right, we're done with Underdog. I can care less, really. Honestly, I haven't really looked at it myself. Share this tab instead. I don't know what we're looking at currently. This is my worst team. Oh, boy. It put up 76 points last week. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's not even in last place. I'm beating Keenan by 28 points, 29 points. Let's take a look at my team, and then we're going to look at this team because I'm curious on how you could be less than 400 points. Tua Tags, Rico Dowdle, Devin Singletary, Garrett Wilson, T-Mac, Ricky Pearsall, Evan Ingram, Jalen Waddle, Bryce Young, Chris Godwin, Lad McConkey, Brian Robinson Jr., Braylon Allen, CeeDee Lamb, and Najee Harris, Jalen McMillian, Trey Harris, Jatavian Sanders, Keith Mitchell, Benson Ott. All the zeros, man. And then now another zero. Oof. He was a zero. Now a zero for this week. I'm probably going to lose roughly 7 teams advancing, at least if Ricky's not playing this week. He's the heart and soul of my squads, it feels like. This has got Beat Hurt in it. Just scoring about 90 points a week. I don't know how you score 90 points a week without it being corrupted. Purdy, Derrick Henry, Blake Corum, Jordan Addison, Brian Thomas. Oh no, Keenan Allen, Noah Gray, DJ Moore, George Kittle. Okay, this dude's been hit by the injury bug like crazy. Trevor Lawrence, Jalen Noel, Joe Mixon, James Conner, Jaden Reed, Colson Loveland, TJ Tajay Spears, Cooper, Xavier Strepo, Will Shipley, Jalen Milroe. Oh, man. This doesn't feel like a tank. It just feels like you're not a good drafter. And like that's not even an insult. Like, I like the way you're taking chances, but too many chances on the injury guys. And Jordan Addison was a zero, like for a few weeks there. That's crazy. And he took. Oh, he didn't take. Okay. I hope that's your worst team too, Keenan. All right, share this tab instead. X out of you. What one are you? Okay, you're 546. What is so special about you? I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, this is the highest score that I'm going against. So this is the team with the highest score. Fantastibator. All right. Oh, did it with our boy Spunk. I don't know anybody else. So me and Spunky in this draft together. And we're both kicking it. Like we got a shot here. We both got a shot at it. What did I hold on? Let's look at my team first. I'm just curious. Jordan Love, Hampton, Bucky Irving, Jefferson, Mims, T Mac, Tucker Kraft, Keenan Allen, Bo Nix, Sam Darnold, Pearsall, Cup, Higgins, Otten. Yeah, a couple too many zeros at the end. Got a little too cute. You never know, man. You never know. But yeah, just too many, not enough points at the running back position for my third. 7-5. Yes, Josh Allen got Genty, James Cook, George Pickens, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Quentin Johnston, Dalton Kincaid, Rome Odunze, Goff, Higgins, Joshua Downs, Juwan Johnson, Yoshi, Tootin, Caleb. Ooh, Caleb. On this team, that's nice. Mike Gesicki, Braylon Allen, Ray McLeod, Take Bigsby, and Elijah Moore. That's interesting. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I can see it. High scores out of these two guys, and they had a record game for themselves this week. How many points did they put up this week? Can you tell? G standings. Yeah, he put up 201 this week. That makes sense. That makes sense. Who's your go-to player for this upcoming week? I haven't looked at that. Ismail Delgado. If you want to tune in to Run Pure Sports, I do a show with Rubio, not the basketball player, not Ricky Rubio. I do a show with Rubio Dimes over on the Run Pure Sports Millie Roundtable. I'll have one pick for you. I'm not going to say I've been spot on, but damn near perfect. This week I was good. Last week was not my greatest call. It was Bucky last week. But the other 3 weeks I have nailed it. I guess apparently I tuned into the latest show. Apparently I picked Chalky, O'Marion Hampton, but in my head I was standing all by myself. But I guess it wasn't that risky. Yeah, if you could support me over there, that'd be 100% fantastic. And that chat is bopping, dude. Everybody's in there talking some DFS. Run Pure Sports. Rubio Dimes. He's on Twitter. I can put the. Let's see here. The YouTube. I think I put their. I don't want to put their. Well, I'll put their website on there, and then you can decide what you want to do. If you want to go to the website, their YouTube channel is like the little dot, the little emoji thing. I don't know what they're called. Bit. It's up there. You can get to their YouTube. And they do have a thing where I'm not putting it out there, but I've been using their projections, and part of me joining over there and being I'm a coordinator over there. They gave me access to the SaberSim. Dude, that SaberSim is saving me a lot of money. Your boy would be broke without it. Right now. It's building the lineups I want anyways, and it's like building them intelligently. So I'm not like, even the ones, there's like lineups I'm still building, but it's like I'll integrate like the Sims and stuff like with it. And yeah, it's saving me money. Say the least. I normally I could zero out a slate, like no problem. But with that, I'm implementing my ideas, my guys, using the SaberSim. It's putting out some good stuff. Just a little slight promotion. I don't get paid. My payment is that I get to use the SaberSim for free. And I get to talk ball with Rubio, man. Like, dude's a genius. kills it in a bunch of sports. So this is my highest scoring third place team, the one that's not advancing, 604. That's a solid team. I think I've seen it before. Okay, so it's Fields, Christian McCaffrey, JT. Imagine that start. Oof, that's nice. Garrett Wilson, that's solid. Jordan Addison, that's nice to have him back. Wide receiver 3, Oldemedius Zacchaeus. Right? Oldemedius Zacchaeus. Big Z is my wide receiver 3. That's not great. Kyle Pitts Sr., Kyron Williams. Other quarterbacks are Kyler and Caleb, Ricky P, Hurts, Greg Dortch. What was I doing drafting Greg Dortch? Jalen Waddle. Actually, that's not bad now. Cooper Kupp has not been consistent enough. Torrey Horton not consistent enough. What was I doing with this team? Cole Kmet? Were we high? What? I mean, I don't even get high, but the fuck? Oh, I must have been drafted Caleb and nothing else was there, so I drafted. That's what it had to have been. Now I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, why did I draft Zacchaeus? I don't have him on any other team. I must have drafted Caleb, and everything must have been taken in front of me. So I'm like, okay, I'll just pair it up real late, and I must have just grabbed. Oh, and same happened with Greg Dortch. I have Kyler. Everything got taken in front of me. I was like, I'll just grab him with Michael Wilson. And he got taken. And I was like, I guess I'll grab him with Greg Dortch. Ollie Gordon, that's solid. If he ever gets the chance to take the full workload. Ray Davis. Yeah, I like this team. It's not my favorite team, but it's a good team. The running backs are great. What is it? So 40, 50 points out of my 3 positions. Like, it's not like perfect, but let's say if we can get 50 points out of each position, that's ideal. They're like out of every 3 spots. Does that make sense? So how many spots are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the running backs plus flex, that's 50. And then quarterback, tight end. What is it? No, there's only 8 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Quarterback, tight end. Maybe that's what I was thinking. How much did they get? They got 46. So that's close. And wide receivers, 20, 38. It's close. So if we can put up, like I said, putting up 150 points, that's the goal. If you can get 150 points, and the real intelligent way to play this is to get 50 points out of your running back and flex. 3 wide receivers should get close to 50. And then your quarterback and tight end should hopefully get you near 50. If you can do that, you're near 150 every week, which is obviously dumb to way to look at it, but like that's how I look at it. And if you just take more shots at wide receiver next year, maybe better shots at wide receiver than some of these ones, but no one's blowing out anybody. Short gamer TVs in this league. We haven't done a lot of the teams together. Share this tab instead. Oh, damn. All right, so this is my highest scoring Millie Maker, I believe. That's 655. I'm guessing it has to be because I'm guessing the other one. Let me check real quick. Yeah, the other one's my $3. So this is my highest grade Millie Maker. I think it overtook another one. It has Jackson Dart, Hampton, James Cook, Deebo Samuel, Rome Odunze, Keenan Allen, Trey McBride, Scatabo, the exciting whites. I'll check in here. I wouldn't be surprised if Pearsall's in here. No Pearsall. Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert. That's nice. Trey Benson, I thought I was going to be excited about. No longer excited about. That down spiraled real quick. Hopefully he's back before we have all the buys. I like this team because it has AJ Brown, who's like a top tier wide receiver that just hasn't gotten its work. And I'm like, well, if we can go low on Chase too to the finals or to the playoffs, got a shot. You know, you never know. Like, what if it only took him 2 months to recover from the turf toe, and all of a sudden we got like a whole extra, like the last little bit of November and like the beginning of the playoffs for us. That'd be nice. It's got Brian Robinson. He's not like 15 or 12%, 12 to 15% of my leagues I feel terrible about. Luther Burden, two catches for -4 yards. That's silly. I think Rome Wilson with the Calvin Allison kind of got banged up. Maybe he gets a couple extra shares in the next few weeks. And I'm personally hoping that Derrick Henry goes on the IR. And the Ravens lose two. If the Ravens lose like 2 more in the next couple weeks, I think they're going to call it in, and I think they can bring in players like Keaton Mitchell if they don't want to run Henry into the ground. But having Hampton, Cook, and Scatterbo right now it's good enough. And the wide receiver, I think the wide receiver area is going to like rotate players between those three. Chase, Wicks, and Brown, maybe occasionally Vernon. This is a fun team for sure. It's only up by 80, 83, but yeah, not cooked entirely, and has an outside shot of getting Joe Burrow back into playoffs. What is Joe Burrow's timeline to return? Possibly late December. Grade 3 turf toe injury with the earliest possibility of being late December. Around week 15 and 16. I'm telling you, boys, if we get this to the playoffs and they're still viable for the playoffs, imagine if we could get Jameis Winston out here or anybody that can play quarterback at a decent level. Like, we could be rocking and rolling. But therein lies the problem. Bengals are fucking idiots. Is anybody in this league? I feel like I know Alex 12, 14, but it might be because we're in a couple leagues together. I think. Share this tab instead. This is my highest scoring team overall. It's in the, I don't know how to show you the contest details. It is in the play action. Why does the other play action? This is like, I was like, man, if I could just win this one, nice. I think it's $200K to first. $150,000 to first place for a $3 team. Hey, yes, please. I'll happily take. I mean, bare minimum, I want 7th place. That's where bare minimum. I want at least 20K with this team right here. This team is worth 20K. It's Bo Nix, Bijan, Hampton, Quentin Johnston, Rome Odunze, Troy Franklin, Kyle Pitts, Breece Hall, all stud players, all winners so far. I think Breece Hall's kind of winner now. JT didn't even crack this team this week. Herbert, Caleb, Kyron. Imagine saying that now. You get Bijan, JT. So like that's 1, 2. It's like got Kyron too. So that's he was a 3rd round player. Then you got Hampton as my 4th round. Hall is my 5th round. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's got Armstrong and Kanata. Deep sleepers, boys. Deep sleepers. I wonder if you get called up. No news yet. Boy can dream. A boy can dream. Dude, if Armstrong gets called up and he is like the wide receiver, Jewish McCaffrey, what up, man? Yo. Everyone is praying for Jameis Winston to be a Bengal. I'm praying for anybody to be a Bengal at this point. Like any quarterback with a little bit of arm talent. I mean, what's his face there? The guy, Joe Milton. I don't care. Anybody with an arm, man. Anybody. Give me anybody with an arm out there. Anything. I mean, I try to grab as much Chase. I mean, honestly, God, I still try to. Man, oh man, what we would do for any quarterback there with the Bengals. Any quarterback. Oof. Yeah, I like this team. Solid. Obviously, I would like it. It's my number 1 team overall, so it's got a nice, solid 132-point lead. Watch. I don't really need this team is healthy. The team is healthy. I just gave you the Spock. What's up? Which I don't got no goddamn wood here. Oh, I got one bit. That was me, dog. Tucker Kraft and Kyle Pitts. Oof. Herbert, Bo Nix, and Caleb. I mean, tell me where I suck. I mean, wide receiver is definitely where it's at. But with Keenan Allen playing the way he is, yeah, I mean, it's got to be wide receiver. And if anything happens to Devontae and something happens to Jordan Whittington and if something happens to Tutu, dude, Kanada's on the field. Did you max BBM on Underdog? No. I'm kind of done with Underdog. I had a lot of issues at the beginning of the tournament with logging in. I couldn't log in on my computer. And then I don't know. It's not as fun. I just did a lot more drafts on DK. And then I also had a baby, so I had the money for it, but I'd rather just be financially safer with my money when I have a baby and stuff like that. So around June, I was like, oh, it's probably the year to not max it. So yeah, thank you. It's number 3, but thank you. Yeah, fatherhood has been fun. It's yeah. I know they're not cheap. They're not cheap. It's 2 boys and a girl. Yep. Let's see here. I want to look at something else. Yeah. I want to look. Oh yeah, we got a baseball team. So DraftKings, which I didn't know. I'll be honest with you guys, I had no idea that they had fantasy baseball that was for regular season plus postseason. So I've got a team advancing right now. It's in first place. It's not good. But maybe advances? Question mark. I don't know. It has 3 stud wide receivers, pitchers. So, or I don't know if they're studs, but they're putting up decent points. Share this tab instead. Clearly, everybody else has more points or players innings remaining, or right? No, it is PIR. I'm players innings remaining is what I'm going to go with. So probably not going to get too much more of that of the guys that I have, especially since they're pitchers. You know what I mean? But I think I still have another pitcher to pitch. Yeah, I got Yu Darvish here. So he can replace Dylan Cease is pitching. I don't know what all these numbers are for the money, but we got a shot to advance. Not like a really great shot, but I'm guessing since like this guy pitched, I don't even know his name, Gavin Williams. Since he pitched, I don't know if he won or not, but I'm guessing he didn't since it didn't give him a win. He might pitch again, maybe. If they win, he might pitch at the end of the week, or because it's 2 weeks of this, so you never know. I don't know if the Padres win today. I don't know. I don't know nothing about baseball. Being in North Carolina, the coverage out here is terrible, so nobody talks about baseball out here. Man, I used to love baseball. I would be listening to the baseball games when I used to deliver pizzas back in Illinois. We lived as most of you guys know. Me and Eric both lived in the St. Louis area. I don't want to bring him up because this has nothing to do with him, but I would go to the baseball games every week. Go sit in the bleachers, I had off all weekends and stuff like that. So Busch Stadium, man. There is not. I've been to a lot of baseball games and football games. The atmosphere in Busch, there's nothing like it, man. There's nothing like it. The roar of the crowd, any kind of do that sound just going into the stands. Oh, it's crazy every time. Did we have anything? Oh yeah, we need to look at the the ESPN league. Let's see here. Take off my heads, bumping on my head there. I lost again. Share this tab instead. Oh yeah, we're watching this UFC. Well, I guess I won't be watching it. I have a show this Saturday. I catch the end of it though. I am betting on Enclave, but I am cheering for Alex Pereira. I can't say his name probably correctly. And then I'm cheering / betting on Merab. And there's another fight. Oh yeah, I'm cheering for Yuri. I don't know how to say his last name, but I'm cheering for him. All right, so we got dominated last week. My starting quarterback has been injured the last few weeks, so I had to start Caleb, which is not the worst, but not enough. 11 points is just not enough. And then Chase Brown, has been lackluster. Man, Doc just straight up kicking my ass here. Doc 79, as a lot of you guys may know him, put me into the ground this week. I wonder who the leader is, because I was the number one team going into it. I think it was even still last week. Or maybe not. I can't remember. Let's see here. Someone dropped Romeo Doubs. What the? I haven't looked at the same yet. I need to do that. The standings. Mr. Derek is in first place. I don't know who the Aussie is. Who's the Aussie? Oh, Mr. Bob Hale. And Nathan. I think we had two Nathans. No, we only had one Nathan. Okay. Nathan Dean. Oh, we had two Nathans. Isn't tied for first. Oof. I don't remember how many people get into the playoffs. I don't think I messed with the playoffs, so it's probably just top 4. Oh boy. One of these 7 individuals will probably get $200. King of the fall, I ain't gonna lie to you, it probably ain't gonna be you. Aaron, I don't know if you got hit by the injury bug or what happened there. That has been a tough run out so far. Tough run out. It's not a bad team. And it's 8-man league, but not a bad team. Oh, we got Woody Marks. You got a shot. You got a shot. Got to head out. Best wishes. Thank you, man. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. All right. I think that concludes it for me as well. Double check the X. Make sure nobody sent anything. Nah. Oh. Yay, this world will make your life beautiful if you know how to take care of other people's values. Hi, nice to meet you. Hope your day has been kind to you. Heart, heart, heart. I don't know you, lady. Don't be giving me heart faces. What's you got here? We like to inspect people. Shares tab instead. Who are friend requesting me? 800 followers. Okay, following 600 people. Not followed by anyone you're following, so that's a red flag. How did you find me? Why do you look like a what are those plastic dolls? What are they called? Good afternoon. Okay, so maybe this is. Well, I don't really follow the Ryder Cup and stuff, but okay. So golf stuff. I'm not really a golf guy. You're not following anyone that I am. I'm going to go ahead and say you are not the father. Boop. Just not interested. And I got 8 messages from Molly Clark. No, thank you. Boop. Oh, I was like, from Johnson County? I'm from Johnson County. But that's Kansas. I don't know you. Man, what a. Do you think someone's going to fall for this? Cube? Nah, bro. Get out of here. I don't see us getting any guests for this Friday, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to get people on. I don't know who to ask. I've been thinking about asking EJ again. I haven't talked to him. Never had him on the show for that kind of episode. So send me a message of who you think I should have on. If you want yourself to be on one of my shows, I'll happily have you on Friday. Maybe we can do a night show, depending on what the wife says I can do. Or we can figure out our plans together. And or who do you think I should have on? I should send a message to, because I'm always out of sorts of who to get on the show. And I think it's about it. I think I'm gonna hit the sack. The bets, I did not even post them. They went 0-4. Let's just put it that way. I think I'm just going to start posting money line bets, because that is what I'm good at. I'm pretty good at playing the money lines. Not prop bets. Well, I'm gonna keep doing it, but maybe I shouldn't. All right, yeah, gentlemen. It has been fun. It has been real. It has been real fun. Later.